Well, load finally got rescheduled, not until Friday. Got some cool road video going back on Highway 14 in Washington through some tunnels and everything. Drove through Portland traffic, which of course means it got some idiots and asshats to show you. And Elliot sent me over a video of some idiots and asshats he caught on video. All on this episode of
The Clutch Trucker Channel.
Clutch Trucker, filmed before a live and fuzzy studio audience. Yep, that's Rusty, the world famous meatball dog. Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Alright, as you can see, we're driving right by the Columbia River here at a height of a whole 103 feet on Highway 14 in the Washington state side. Oregon's on the other side of the river, but just like on coming out, didn't feel like paying Oregon the extra 26.5 cents a mile just for the privilege of driving on their roads. So, going this way, yeah, it's Friday the 28th. They had rescheduled my delivery after they had the delivery wrong, and Coyote didn't admit fault, UNFI didn't admit fault, but somebody screwed up somewhere. And there's Hello Train. We don't know who, but they got it rescheduled for this morning at 9. Took them about 3 hours to get me unloaded. We couldn't commit to another load until I knew how long this was going to take to get unloaded. So, luckily, we did find something. Going to Boise, Idaho, of all places. This one's paying well over $2 a mile. It only weighs 8,000 pounds, which is nice. So, we got that. It doesn't deliver till Monday, so I'll get another 34 off that I don't need again. I'm probably going to stay at the Space Age Travel Center in Hermiston, Oregon again tonight. Probably just another couple hours away-ish. And, then I'll drive on the rest of the way into Boise on Saturday, and I'll get my 34. Gonna meet Greg Hayes, one of my subscribers. He goes by With Both Feet. He has his own YouTube channel also. We're probably gonna meet up for lunch on Sunday. He lives in the Boise area, or Boise, I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce it, but anyway. So I thought this would be cool to get a little road video here. Did catch a couple of idiots and Ass-Wagons on video earlier, so we have that coming up for you. Yeah, there was a major wreck on I-84, and people being douche nozzles and not letting me over. But, you know, almost rush hour traffic, people, me. But anyway, so there are a lot of little tunnels we go through. I thought these were coming up. If we don't catch them while I'm doing the live end, or this way and the road thing, I'll make sure I show that later because they're pretty cool. They're those small little old blasted out tunnels that you can barely get the truck through. Anyway, we thought we had another load booked going down to Phoenix from Boise on Monday, but we haven't yet really got the confirmation on that, so that's still up in the air. But at least we're back on green. We got the load unloaded. We got another one today. It's paying pretty decent. Oh, there's a pretty cool looking train bridge right there. I like that. And yet the car bridge is dull. Little White Salmon National Fish Hatchery. Ah, that would explain all the boats down there. That makes sense. So, anyway, cruising along here. And like I say, we'll just see what comes up on Monday if we don't get confirmation on this other load. Oh, one of those tunnels is coming up. So stand by for that. Yeah, a lot of people, it's like they're fishing around here. If this is a fish hatchery, well, that makes sense then now, doesn't it? So, anyway, well, that's what's happening. At least I was so afraid when that appointment was wrong that they were going to say, well, it's going to have to be on Monday. And I'd have to sit there for 5 days. Only had to be about a day and a half. Coyote did come through and did pay me $500 for the layover, which I was actually surprised they did. Still doesn't make up for the fact that we had to lose the other load, but what are you gonna do? Alright, tunnel, turn on lights. Oh, my light, well, I think my lights are on. 13 feet 8 inches at shoulder. This one's not quite as bad, but you can see the train tunnel and then the car tunnel. This one's actually concrete on the inside. There's a whole bunch of them. I think at least 4 or 5, something like that along here. Yeah, see, here's another one right away. coming right up. This one 12 feet 11 inches at the edges. So we need to hug that center line as much as we can, basically, is what that means. If there's no one coming the other way, I may even cross it a little bit. Like this. Alright, and there's another one coming up. So, kind of cool. It almost looks like we're below the river. We're not. We're just below the railroad right now. This one 14 feet 10 inches. Alright, so we should be okay on this one. We don't have to cross the center as much. Lots of little tunnels. That makes for some fun video. Now, some idiots and Ass-Wagons, yeah, after I got loaded there in just south of downtown Portland, and I had to drive through all the... Portland is just a whole different world, baby. It's the home of used bookstores with cats in them. But anyway. So, as I finally got over to I-84, and I'm going along, there's this crash. It looks like a single car crash. It whacked into the wall or something. So you can't, the only lane getting by is the far left lane. And as I'm trying to get over, of course, everybody's being asshats. Really, you're being that much of a douche? Come on. Yep, you can see that single car wreck up there blocking the right and center lanes. So we got to get to the left to get over, and nobody wants to let you in. Like that car. That one right there.
Yeah, people are being
Really come on. Me. Then I finally make my way over to I-205 to make my way back into Washington so I can take Highway 14 across. And of course it's always backed up, as it always is. And because there's lanes that are disappearing, there's lanes that are exiting, people coming on. And you know, it's nice, but I politely got over into my place in the right lane. Not the exit lane, as you'll see here in the video. Okay, I'm in the right lane. You can see that's clearly an exit lane. And now it's a solid line. So if you're in that lane, you should just go ahead and take the exit, and you shouldn't try to nose your way in and be an ass wagon. But no. Here comes this car, and there's probably, it always makes it look longer than it is, probably 5 feet of room between me and the car in front of me. And just look to the right, the very bottom right. Here he comes, and I'm real close to that white car now. No, he's just going to start coming on over and realizes I can't stop that quick. Oh, I think he might have even bounced off of me. Off my grill guard, and yet keeps going. Well, now I've backed off, and I'm going to let the ass wagon in, even though I shouldn't. What a jerk. Yeah, if there had been enough room for you to come in, I would have backed off and let you in. There wasn't enough room, and you almost got a truck up your butt. What do you think? Anyway, speaking of people being asshats just like that, Elliot saved a video over the other day, and I was finally able to download it and put it on here. Just check this out. Okay, you can see that right merge lane is disappearing, and it's clearly a solid line for the shoulder. And look, oh, here's one around the shoulder, whipping around Elliot. Here's another one whipping around Elliot. Both not being cool. And look, oh, he hits the car in front of him. Both of them get what they deserve. Don't you just love that? They're both being asshats, and they get what they deserved. Let's look at the zoom in slow-mo. All right, first, look over the solid white line. The white car comes around. And right behind him, that gray car comes around. And, oh, what? Whoops. My bad. Gotta love it when people are acting like idiots and it comes back and smacks them in the face. What do you think? That's a beautiful thing. That's where we're at. So here I am back at the Space Age Travel Center, not the one I was at in Washington. That's the brand new one. I'm here at the one in Hermiston, Oregon again. Only 4 hours from here to Boise, so I'll do that drive tomorrow afternoon. And then I'll meet up with Greg Hayes. on Sunday. We're going to do some lunch together, one of my subscribers, so that'll be cool. Alrighty, so that's the plan. Well, thanks for tuning in for that one. Yep, some fun with some idiots and asshats and some really cool road video. And at least moving again with another load. So what are you going to say? Thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment. Get to your comments as soon as I can. Sometimes takes a few days because I'm a working truck driver. Clutch Trucker on Instagram. Clutch Trucker on Twitter, where I always put Rusty stuff. Don't forget to ring that bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out. And as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. Welcome, sir. And how are we feeling tonight? I hope we did not overdo it a bit last night, huh?
Better get me a bucket. I'm gonna throw up.
A bucket for monsieur. All right, down here. You know, we always start down here. Come on down. Come on down. You're the next contestant on the bacon strip is right. All right, look over here, and you can choose between these lovely 2 or 3 bacon strips. And what would you pay for those? Higher or lower? He's all over the bacon strip, baby. Happy dog. Yum, yum. All right, we got that second one waiting for you. Here it comes. Oh, there it is, yes. It's a beautiful thing. Bacon strips are a beautiful thing, at least in the mind of old Rusty. I personally don't think I would be too akin to the bacon strip, but, you know, he obviously loves them. Dangle a pizza over me, I might act the same way. What do you think? All right, you get it all? Oh, I see a piece over there. Come on, get it, Rusty. All right. Happy dog look.